Hello everyone, I am Dr. Tim and this is the Horizon Martial Arts weekly update for June 1st. So, this is going to be a big week for us. This is the week allegedly that phase 2 of the New York State reopening is supposed to happen. So this will be a good indicator on what schedule we will be reopening with. Still don't know which phase we're in, 3 or 4. With private lessons, we might even be able to do phase 2. I'm trying to get a hold of people, but right now it's just like pulling teeth. No one has the right answer and you can't get through on the phone. So once I have the proper information, I'll be making more announcements on that. We are going to be doing a town hall meeting once we get closer to opening. It'll be a virtual meeting that all the parents and guardians and the adults can sit in on. We'll be using Google Meet. And we'll go over what our opening procedures are. You know, whether we're dropping people off, what time the classes are going to be. There's so many things other states are going through. I don't know what New York is going to require us to do. We've got some outlines that we've been following. I'm looking at the other states to see what they're doing. And I just need more intel before I can make a full game plan. Not to mention things are changing on a day-to-day basis. So there's no sense of putting a hardline plan in place and then all of a sudden have to change it. So I do have, from the Martial Arts Association I belong to, they actually have the procedures written out. So I'm going to take their procedures that they gave us and use that as a model. We might use it verbatim. We might have to modify things depending on what New York State requires us to do. But once we know more about when we're opening, we'll have this meeting. We can answer all these questions. Just because we're meeting or we're opening up doesn't mean you have to come back to class right away. We still can do the virtual classes. I plan on keeping that in there. It's a great tool. If I know there's a bunch of people that can't wait to get out of the houses, and others are like, you know what, I want to take my time and get it right. I want to do this right for everybody. So those who feel comfortable coming in right away, we'll have procedures set up for them. Those who want to take their time, we're going to have the virtual classes. All you have to do is, set up, call in, and then we'll let you know what our schedule is. We'll send you the invites, just like we're doing the virtual classes now. If you have any questions on other stuff, the meeting is going to be based on our procedures. If you have questions about your memberships and stuff like that, that's a phone call. Just give us a holler. We'll set things up and we'll go through and answer any questions that you have. So what we've been talking about, but now I've pulled the trigger on this, June 15th, we start our virtual belt testing. So we've done some stripes in the past, but now we're going to be doing full-blown belt testing. So June 15th is a Monday. At 5:30, we're going to do the beginner juniors. At 7 p.m., we'll do the adults. On Wednesday the 17th, 6 o'clock, we're going to be doing the advanced students. Now, junior and adult black belt candidates are not going to be testing until, say, August. That's going to be a physical test. We're not doing a virtual test on that. We still hadn't completed all of our training sessions. And now, we've updated our curriculum, taking things out to adhere to social distancing. And we've put a few things in to make up the difference. We need to get everyone caught up to speed on that. Once we're through this, the locks and controls that we're temporarily taking out, we'll be putting back in. We'll be working on those. We'll do modules on that to get everyone caught back up on that and make sure that we're on point. Right now, we're going to be doing more striking drills on the pads, in the air, doing forms, Sinwali's, stuff along those lines. I got a few things coming in this week. We'll be announcing during the week. I'm really excited about some stuff that we'll be getting for the club to improve things on an overall level. And we're going to be developing our video presence. So for those who've been getting these, we have the DT and J show, which is the Datu, Tim, and Josh show. We'll be bringing more episodes of that out, a little training thing for the little ones. If anyone else would like to participate in things of that nature or come up with some ideas, love to sit down and talk with you about it. Matter of fact, you can start messaging some ideas right now. Maybe we can put some scripts together, who knows? So that's going to be coming up. That's about it right now. The good things I've been noticing, I was just out at Sam's Club today and they had gel hand sanitizer and the pump, which is great because I have the other stuff that's more, it's made by those liquor companies. It smells terrible. I still have plenty of the other hand sanitizer because we future purchased it quite a bit to make sure we can get, just in general to have it on hand. So we'll have multiple stations set up so it's not the whole class using one station. But there's a whole bunch of good things that are coming down the road. I'm excited, and then if you were on today, which is the 31st of May, if you saw on Facebook, which I posted several places, the Plaza had a very successful car show. Everyone had a good time, adhered to social distancing, and it just lifted the spirits. So there's a lot of things we got planned, and hopefully things like this will continue to happen. I know there's a bunch of things that are closing down, but some other opportunities are opening back up. The one last thing I want to mention is, because I've had a couple people ask, tournaments are on hold, or at least physical ones. We are still working on putting together a virtual tournament. I'll talk more about that in the future. But in the meantime, our tournament is like the weekend of October 3rd or something along those lines. That would be potentially the first tournament we would go to if we can still do that, because that's October. Who knows what's going on in the fall? We got to get to phase 4 before we talk about what tournaments that we're going to be competing in and stuff like that. But for now, all the summer tournaments are off the table, because even if we can go back up, we got to get back and start training and practicing again. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. This was your weekly Horizon Martial Arts update for the week of June 1st. I'm Dr. Tim, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in person soon. And you all stay safe and have a good day.